This girl was a genius. At just 8 years old, she was already creating pitch decks for presentations. Too bad her family was so broke they couldn't even afford to keep the lights on. One day, she saw a wealth-building TV show that changed everything. From that moment on, she became obsessed with money. She started selling leftover chicken wings from home to taxi drivers on the street corner. With almost zero cost, she tripled her money and became the richest kid in school. In middle school, she flipped snacks for huge profits, making enough to support her brother and mother. But here's the kicker: Paige wasn't just street smart. She got into Yale University. Her mom was over the moon finally. Someone in the family was going to college, but Paige couldn't bring herself to celebrate. She knew the tuition would crush their already struggling family. Her mom stayed optimistic, saying they could take out loans and apply for scholarships. But when Paige crunched the numbers, she showed her mom it wouldn't even come close to covering the costs. Faced with their financial reality, Paige almost gave up. Then, at a game, she discovered a new hustle: scalping fake tickets. With her innocent looks and smooth talking skills, she raked in serious cash, but it all came crashing down when she got busted and thrown in jail. Her Yale dreams were shattered. Even behind bars, Paige didn't stop learning or earning. When she heard inmates were craving yogurt, she cut a deal with the guards for a 50-50 split and became the prison's biggest supplier. She figured this would keep her brother and mom afloat. After more than a year, she got early release, but when she got home, she discovered her brother had blown through everything. He'd taken out loans for a restaurant that was bleeding money, and debt collectors were knocking daily. Now Paige's life became all about dodging her brother's creditors. Then came the phone call that changed everything. Paige learned that debt collectors earned 10% commission on every dollar they recovered. Her business instincts kicked in immediately. This was a goldmine waiting to be tapped. She marched straight to the collection agency and demanded a job. The boss took one look at this skinny little thing and almost laughed her out of the office. But Paige made him a deal. She'd be the company's top performer within a month, bringing in $50,000, or he could fire her. She got the job. On her first day, when the boss was showing her to her desk, he punched out the worst performer to make room. That's how brutal this business was. But Paige had a completely different approach that left the veterans speechless. She never made cold calls. Instead, she'd research each debtor's background, identify their most vulnerable relationships, then strike with surgical precision. Take this deadbeat dad. His soft spot was his mother. Paige simply mentioned she'd have to contact his mom about the debt. He paid immediately and actually thanked her for protecting his family relationships. Then there was a young mother. Paige told her that clearing the debt would reduce her stress and make her a better parent. The woman paid up right away, grateful that Paige helped ease her anxiety. With an elderly woman, Paige explained how unpaid debts could affect her grandson's credit score. Grandma settled the account instantly and tried to adopt Paige as her honorary granddaughter. Just like that, Paige rocketed to the top of the sales board. When she went to collect her earnings, the boss refused to pay and started making unwanted advances.